this death toll is for hundreds, thousands of people up and down the land, absolutely horrific, losing loved ones.
Pause for effect.
Minora, just in terms of testing.
Yeah. Back to the nitty-gritty.
Also very interesting there that Dominic Raab said that capacity is now at 72,000 tests, but actually 43,000 tests actually carried out. Mr. Hancock only has another 24 hours to hit that 100,000 target. What do you think the repercussions should be for the government if they miss it? I mean, what's the point of setting a target if you then don't hit it?
Well, I think it's fairly obvious that we're not going to hit that 100,000 target in the next 24 hours. It's simply not realistic. And my question would be, where was that number picked from? What was it based on?
Getting the fucking media off their backs.
In terms of setting that target. And I think, given that we do find ourselves in such unprecedented circumstances that any government of any political colour would find immensely challenging to deal with, I think what the public would really appreciate,
because the libtard Dems are all over public relations,
is just the government to actually turn around and say, well, there are some things we got it wrong on, or we didn't quite make it on, and just being prepared to be humble and fess up and say, we didn't get everything 100% right, because no government can be expected to do that in a crisis like this. But it's clear that we won't make the 100,000 target tomorrow. What I'm more interested in is what the target needs to be in terms of testing for us to be able to move out of this lockdown, to be able to rigorously test, trace and isolate every case, as the WHO has recommended.
The WHO, that bastion of trust.
And as we've seen other countries do so very successfully.
The term other countries must be the most misused phrase by the UK media in the last 2 months.
To keep both their death rates lower, but also to be able to slowly, gradually ease lockdown when the time is right and when the experts suggest that that is appropriate.
Or as soon as the media can plague the government into easing the lockdown.
And just quick to you on that, Andrew. I mean, we're not going to have a post-mortem halfway through a crisis.
Why not? You usually do. That's never stopped you before.
But there has been a case, hasn't there, that it does seem that when questions are asked, ministers don't often say, yeah, we actually got that wrong.
No. Stupid fucking question.